the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
I guess other schools have some hedges.
Well,
too, so
I seem to
don't know.
recall a viral moment where wasn't it the Auburn fan who gets caught up in their hedges?
Yeah. So it can be done.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to do it, I guess.
Well, Matt Green, my team did play this weekend. Tennessee beats UAB 56-24. I'll be writing about it tomorrow, but we didn't really learn anything about this game. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, what did we learn this week about our team? You didn't really learn anything new about Tennessee, I think, from this game. And part of it was, the highlight, or I should say low light, was the UAB player who stepped on Max Gilbert's foot as he was going off the field. And one of the craziest, dirtiest plays I have seen in a football game in a long time. Thankfully, Max was okay, but that was crazy town to see that actually happen. That was crazy.
Bush.
And the fact that he wasn't ejected was insane. The fact that kid was not ejected, but
yeah, that's my thing. We eject guys for targeting, like hitting a guy a second, a couple feet, a couple inches below or above where he should have gone, and a split second off. It's like stuff like that. That's extracurricular. Like that's the kind of stuff you should be ejected for.
Well, and here's the thing. So everything that we knew before this game is still true about Tennessee. Tennessee's rush defense is still really good. UAB could not run on Tennessee. They average 1.2 yards per rush. Joey Aguilar has excelled. They're a super dominant first quarter team again. They scored 21 points in the first quarter last week. They scored 21 points in the first quarter this week, 21-0 after the first quarter against UAB. Peyton Lewis had his best game yet as a Vol, which is nice, but I think Star Thomas is definitely their best back. All three of their top backs averaged over 5 yards per carry in this game. The big three, Chris Brazel is still your number one receiver. He was your number one receiver coming into last week. 11 catches for the top three receivers for Tennessee, over 150 yards between the three, 2 touchdowns total for Mike and Chris. And then the defense was not good on fourth down again. UAB was 2 for 3 on fourth down. You still could pass all over Tennessee. Their pass defense has a whole lot of problems. UAB Kitna was 38 of 51 for 364 yards, 2 TDs, and 1 pick. And I understand part of that second half, you get a lot of the second and third string guys in there, but Tennessee's got a limited amount of depth in this game. And it just, Boo Carter is probably the one thing we did learn in a positive way in terms of just he had a great second half. He had a tough first half, but he had 3 TFLs, 2 forced fumbles in this game, 9 total tackles. Boo had his best game this season as a Vols. So that was huge for them because they're going to really need him as they continue to try and find some depth with Dermod and Ricky not being available. But yeah, I don't think you came away feeling any better about the pass defense for Tennessee. I think you came away feeling the exact same way about Tennessee's rush defense. They're great at TFLs. They had 9 TFLs in this game, 3 sacks. I think pass rush has been good, but the main 3, the receivers are great. Joey Aguilar taking downfield shots, the offense starting off hot, the running game just fine. Like everything I knew about Tennessee before this game is still true. Like nothing really changed. I was thinking about it coming out of this game, which is pretty rare, where it's not like one thing's different. It's like, no, this is all about what I thought this team was before this blowout win. But, I think Tennessee, their third and fourth down defense and just where they're at getting off the field in key moments, and their pass defense is just, they have some real problems on the back end and giving up chunk plays. So I don't think that got cleaned up this week against a bad UAB team. And I think it's going to plague them as long as they don't have Dermot and a couple other guys back there. But yeah, it's Tennessee is thin on the back end. And I don't know. I think that's just something that's going to continue on going into Starkville. It makes me kind of nervous with Blake Shapen and company with Mississippi State's passing game. So I don't know. I think, hey, you take the win, you keep it moving. But yeah, Tennessee, the whole Dennis Green, we are who they thought they are who we thought they were. And Tennessee is still exactly who I thought they were, which is a really good team, great pass game, great run game, great fast starter team, great run defense, and then a very, very suspect defense on third and fourth down, along with just chunk play situations through the air. So all that's still true for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair. This team, you know, we've seen Tennessee put up big numbers in games like this, and this is another one. You know, they were dominating an inferior opponent. I mean, they should be 5-1 when they go to Tuscaloosa. So this team looks pretty solid right now. I will say over this weekend, and maybe this can segue into our next conversation. Do we think more of Tennessee's win over Syracuse after this weekend, or do we think just that low of Clemson right now?
I think both can be true. Clemson's not nearly as good as what we thought, but also Syracuse is a lot better than what people thought. I mean, Angeli's now gone for the year, so that probably really hurts. But
that's fair.
So pour one out for him, man, because he was great, and I mean, he was good in the Tennessee game. But yeah, torn Achilles, so he's gone for the year, unfortunately. But looks like he's gonna be able to medically redshirt, so he's gonna get keep his eligibility for another year and all that good stuff. Because I think he'll have 2 after this year, so hopefully he comes back healthy and all that. Because he was a good player transferring in from Notre Dame and played well against Tennessee in the Dome, but or the Benz rather. My mom got onto me because I always call it the Dome, and she's like, it's Mercedes-Benz. I've noticed you always say Dome when you're talking about Atlanta. I don't know. I just 20 plus years of calling it the Dome. It's hard for me to call it. I call it the Benz, but that is neither here nor there, Matt Green. So I don't know. I think Tennessee, that win probably looks better, but I also think Clemson, we'll get to here in a second, they have real problems as well. So it's not all doom and gloom with Tennessee. They're a really good football team, somewhere in the top 15, I think, in the country. It's where I put them at right now. Still hard to figure out where exactly they belong. A lot of positives, but still some very real questions as they go on the road.
Is there any doom and gloom right now with Tennessee? It almost felt like that Georgia loss, like kind of the national conversation was almost more positive of Tennessee than it was of Georgia.
I think there's a split with Tennessee's fans about the defense right now. I think there's some who are really concerned about where they're at defensively and some not so much. And I think what will help, I mean, Jackson Moy and David Hobbs should be back against Mississippi State on the interior. They really need some help there. But, I mean, they just need Jermod back. And if Jermod's gone and Ricky's not coming back this year potentially, then, I mean, you're in some tough spots. I think the middle of the field has been driving Tennessee fans crazy because not being able to get up the field in 3rd and 4th down at an elite level. I mean, they're just not as good as they were a year ago in that. And I don't know. They're really young. Andre Turrentine had a really good game, bounced back from a really rough game against Georgia. Aegis Farouk still learning. He's a redshirt freshman, like the next safety spot next to him. And then obviously you're just super thin. You're playing a true freshman corner there. I mean, they're just thin on the back end. Like it's just, there's no injuries have kind of really messed some stuff up for Tennessee. But yeah, I think Tennessee fans are, I mean, everyone's pretty optimistic, but I still think there is kind of two sides when it comes to how they feel about the defense right now. So I think there is some frustration, especially in the passing defense right now. So I think there's still some real problems there on the back end.
Fair enough. We'll see. I think they look like they could be a really good team this year.
They're really good. Like I said, they're just not a perfect team, and nobody is, but they do have their weaknesses. And my thing is like, I don't know if some of these can get cleaned up in the middle of the year. We'll see. They really, really need Jermod McCoy back. That would be extremely helpful for this team. Matt Green,
nicely done, nephew. The Chase Thomas podcast. Hell yeah.